Okay, so now that you've got a solid grasp on how to deal with trigonometry problems, now, of course, we need to move into word problems. The real reason why trigonometry is so helpful is because it's actually really, really applicable to use in real life. Now, when we talk about application problems, you're going to see this business a lot about this idea of angle of elevation or angle of depression. Okay, so let's look at a right triangle. Imagine that you were standing right down here at the bottom of this triangle. Okay, so you're standing right here and you're looking straight out, and then you notice something above you, so your eyes move upwards. So what happens is your eyes move in this direction. This is called the angle of elevation. That's our angle of elevation. As opposed to, imagine you're standing up here and your eyes are gazing straight out, like so. Okay, your eyes are gazing straight out. And then you notice something below you, so your eyes move this direction. This is called the angle of depression. Depression means going down. Okay, that's our angle of depression. Now, since when you were standing here, your eyes were gazing straight out, that means that this line right here, although I didn't draw it very well, this line right here and this one are parallel. And so you might notice, hey, this angle, the angle of depression and the angle of elevation, they're alternate interior angles that are formed by two parallel lines crossed by a transversal. And what does that tell you? That tells you that the angle of elevation is the same as the angle of depression. And what that means is that when you're doing problems, whether you're given the angle of elevation or the angle of depression, your best bet is just to always put them right here. When you're working through application problems, draw your right triangle, because that's what we're working in. We're working in trigonometry, so we're dealing with right triangles. And then whether it says depression or elevation, put your angle here. Because even if it goes here, you're ultimately going to move it here in order to do the trig problem anyway. So let's look at what I mean by that. A tree casts a shadow that's 21 meters long. So I noticed that this one doesn't have a picture. I'm going to draw my picture. And every time, my picture is going to be a right triangle. It cast a shadow 21 meters long. So here's my tree, and so this would be its shadow on the ground. So this shadow is 21 meters long. The angle of elevation of the sun is 55 degrees. Angle always goes in the lower corner. What is the height of the tree? Well, that's the tree, so that's the height. And now this is just a trigonometry problem. What do I have here? I have the opposite side and the adjacent side. So this is going to be a tangent problem. Go forward from there, okay? Tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. In this case, tan 55 equals x over 21, and proceed. I don't need to go through all that with you. You know how to do that already. Instead, let's move on to this next problem. These are the more complicated ones. A lighthouse is built on the edge of a cliff near the ocean. From the boat located 200 feet from the base, the angle of elevation is 18 degrees. And then the angle to the top of the lighthouse is 28 degrees. What is the height of the lighthouse? So basically what we have here in this case is we have two different right triangles that we need to deal with. Okay, the first right triangle is just this one right here. That will give us the height of the cliff. So let's deal with that one first. I'm going to redraw it because redrawing these triangles is very helpful. This is 200. This is 18. And I'm trying to figure out the height of the cliff. I'll call it y. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video here, but I'm going to go ahead and solve now for y, which you know how to do. I'm going to pause the video and do that. Okay, so there's my work. It was a tangent problem. You can take a look, but I ended up figuring out that the height of the cliff this right here, is going to be 64.98 feet. Now let's figure out what is the height of the entire thing with the cliff and the lighthouse. And then I can just subtract off the cliff and I'll have my answer. So I have a second right triangle here to deal with. Now my angle of elevation is 28 degrees. This is 200. And I'll call this Z because I don't want to call it X because X is already spoken for in the problem. So now let me go ahead and solve for this one. All right, so now I solved for the height of the cliff plus the lighthouse together. I got 106.34. So in order to find the height of the lighthouse, then what is the height of the lighthouse is the entire height minus the cliff. So in this case, that's 106.34 minus 64.98. And so I can get the height of the cliff to be 41.36 feet. And this problem says to the nearest tenth of a foot. So now I can do, whoops, wrong tool. I can finish this problem. The height of the lighthouse is 41.4 feet. So, what are the big takeaways? Angle of elevation, angle of depression, exact same thing. They go down here in the lower corner. And you should always start your process by drawing your right triangles, fill in what you know, and then use trigonometry to solve. Good luck.